for all mothers because this is Mother's Day weekend. So this is the day of the year when mothers are honored. When it was in March, it was Women's History Month and it was International Women's Day. And so I was posting that on Facebook, and some guy said, when do we get Men's History Month? I'm like, you get all other 11 months, okay? So don't complain that we get one.
The rest of it is you.
So all of you fathers, don't be jealous because your month is coming up in June and you'll have Father's Day. But for this weekend, it is Mother's Day. So we're going to talk today about mothers and how mothers, since this is Sandy and friends, but I put two friends that are here, Amy and Fern, we're going to talk about our mothers and being friends, what relationship you have and how friendly, and at what point do you get to the point where you're friends and not mother daughter?
We gotta qualify that. We're gonna talk about our mothers as our friends. We're not gonna talk about our mothers. It can get dangerous. My mother sees my Facebook page, so, mother, happy Mother's Day.
All good things.
All good things. My mother is my best. No, she really, you know what? Your mother, as you grow up, at first, let's just say they're always kind of annoying because they nag you and they're after you all the time because they're always worried about you. Amy now knows because she's a mother. But they are your best friend. They really are. I mean, when I need advice and when I don't feel good about something, I just talk to my mom. And, she's the best advice I can get.
So I have 4 sons. And so I have my sons call me. 3 of them do. One of them doesn't. And he takes care of everything. He's pretty private, so he doesn't want me to know a lot about what's going on with him. But we're friends, but we just don't. He doesn't call me for advice or anything. But the other 3 are like, Mom, what do you think I should do about this? It doesn't matter if it's about their relationship, about their kids, all kind of things. So I consider myself a good friend of my sons. My mother passed away when I was 17, so I never got to the point where she and I were friends. But so Amy, we know Amy's mom, so we all love Amy's mom. So Amy, how are you and your mom friends?
Meg Haskell is our core.
Multiple times a day. I talk to her. I duo call her. She talks to my kids every day. When I had my huge meltdown yesterday, I'm the one that called my mom in the middle of my meltdown and just started crying. And my mother laughed at me. My mother laughed at me and was like, "Abe, your sister did the same thing with oatmeal." And I remember being so mad. She just would tell me stories. It just makes it, better. So I was like, "How do you clean coffee out of a, computer chair without soaking foam and everything?" And I'm so pissed. And so my mom just has a way of doing that. I call my mom about everything. I call my mom in the morning to wake her up because it's funny. It's torturous, but it's funny. I fire my mom every day because it's funny. So
why are you firing your mom? Your mom is
so much fun. It's so much fun. And then I'll turn around and I'll send her tip treats, and she'll post them and say it's for Employee of the Month. And it's just because she's my mom. I fire her every day. I'm like, "You're going to get fired." And so she's like, "Yeah,
your mom is the Employee of the Month every month.
She cracks me up though, because then she'll be like, "Yeah, my boss is a real hard ass and blah, blah." And I'm like, "Well, you better get to work because your boss is going to fire you, So,
but your mom is like the ideal person to work with. You have to admit, your mom is just perfect.
Yeah. My mom's awesome, but that's the relationship. I mean, my mom has that relationship with all of us. So I have 3 older sisters, and my mom has that relationship with all of them. 2 of them live, down the street from my mom, or a neighborhood over, and then my other one lives an hour from my mom. But I mean, when she goes to work and stuff, my mom watches all of their kids. On Sundays, they all go to my mom's and hang out with my mom and my dad. And so my mom's house is just the gathering house. I mean, it's that's the house I pretty much grew up in. I mean, we moved back to San Antonio when I was 7, and so I grew up in that house. So I mean, that's just the relationship my mom has. She likes everybody, all of us girls to be happy, and then she keeps us informed of everybody and stuff. So I mean, that's my mom. My mom's pretty cool. So.
That is cool. I think it's a wonderful thing to be able to have your mom as your friend, your partner, someone who is always encouraging you. Because there are people who have lost their moms, or for whom their mom is not, as close. So it's a real blessing to have that.
So it's pretty cool.
So, Fern, what about your mom?
My mom is awesome. My mom, she is so encouraging, and she just wants us to be successful and happy,
Yeah.
And the only problem with my mom is that if you tell her anything, if you tell her, that you're going to do this, then she will remember that you said you were going to do that, and then she'll nag you about, have you done this yet? Have you done this yet? But it's a good thing because, she keeps you on track. But I love my mom. My mom is awesome. She sent me here with, I'm here in Dayton, Texas, and we're at DegaCon, and Greg is going to be here next tomorrow, and Amy too. And we, she sent me with food. She packed me dinners. And
that is very good. That is very good.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Because I don't know your mom as much as I know Vola, Amy's mom, but I've met your dad actually probably more than I have your mom. So I love your dad and love talking to him. He's very interesting to talk to, and he's an author and he's got some great books. But your mom really seems like the sweetest person. I mean, she's just so really sweetheart. I love her. I love just talking to her when I go over to your place. So that's great. That's awesome.
And she is so driven, and determined. I mean, she's really, and she's great with money. She can figure things out. She can do math in her head. I'm always impressed with people who can do math in their head. I can't do math on a freaking calculator. So I mean,
hard.
Math is my strongest weakness.
Yes.
So
are you going to do anything with you? Will you be there all weekend on Sunday also?
Yeah, we're here all weekend. We started today, just like at noon it opened. So I'm live here. And it was really cool to talk about friends. Since COVID, we haven't had these events.
True.
So today, and yesterday when we came up here to set up the table, we started bumping into all the old vendors who, we see each other everywhere we go. And they're friends, and so it's kind of nice to hang out with them and see them again, and see how they've been doing.
I love it.
That is great.
Amy's gonna be up here in her Captain Marvel.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yeah,
Amy, that's great. Do you have a picture of you as Captain Marvel when we were at the NerdCon last year?
I do, Sandy. Do I have a photo of myself as Captain Marvel?
Well, why don't you show it? Because I honestly didn't know that side of Amy. I knew she was a millennial. I knew she was a nerd. But I didn't know she was Captain Marvel.
Oh, yeah, she's Captain Marvel.
And when she showed up, every kid there wanted to get their picture taken with her. And there were some cute ones. And the one that had the little dragon thing on her, she was adorable. Yep, there we are.
Oh, my gosh, Mom. That's awesome.
I love that. It was so much fun. It
was fun. We had a great time. And so I know you guys are going to have a great time tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. I'm excited. I mean, I'm excited about tomorrow. But, okay, so I've been working on Josh for Comic Palooza. And I was like, we need to do a family costume. Okay. And he's like, Amy, we're not that kind of family. I'm like,
yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Yeah, we're totally going to do that. Like, there's no doubt. So I need whoever, if you guys watching, I want you guys to vote, okay? Should we do The Incredibles, or should we do, because I have two girls, okay? If you don't know me, I have two girls. Should we do the old Yoda and baby Yoda with the Mandalorian and Princess Leia? I'm totally about that one, because that one would be so cute. Vote, okay? Vote which one I should do, because I got to get these costumes. But, man, if it kills me I will pull the Mother's Day card and be like, remember Mother's Day? Yeah, we're going to Comic Palooza, okay? I have no
Okay,
shame.
let's go back and go over which two. We know it's Baby Yoda and the family, and the other one was the Incredible, like the Incredibles.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm thinking. So,
I'm voting Star Wars all the way.
I knew you would. But I love the Incredible movies. I'm telling you, that family really, I loved every part, everything about it. So David Baylog is voting as well.
Star Wars.
Yeah! Palooza too. Him and Haley, Rocky will be there. Greg's gonna be there. Rox and Charles is gonna be there. Me and Fern are gonna be there. They're happening booth. So that's gonna be fun. Tomorrow's gonna be so much fun. I'm excited to see Fern get all dressed up. It's gonna be great.
That is going to be fun. Yeah, I'm so jealous. I want to be there. My kids will all be in tomorrow morning though, so I'm here. I was telling them last night because we have a family Zoom call every week. Kristen says she likes The Incredibles too, but Mandalorian is popular.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there is that helmet situation because it is the way. It is the way.
Well,
He won't be able to take it off.
So I don't think he would mind being in a helmet all day. I think he would be fine.
But he won't be able to take it off because it's the way.
He doesn't need to. It's okay. I'll find you. And if there's more than one Mandalorian, I'm gonna be like, hey, how's it going?
How is he gonna eat though?
He's not going to. He's gonna Hey, character, do you ever see the Mandalorian eat?
No.
Well, he did eat in private.
Okay, I'll send him to the car and he can eat, then he can come back. Or you can go eat in the bathroom, okay? I mean,
You're such an evil wife.
No, I'm not. I'm the sweetest little angel in the whole wide world.
No.
Yes. I'm so snip. He asked me why I had coffee in my office when it spilled. Instead of the
She's
toddler.
trying to get even with him now.
Yeah.
Oh, he can use the straw.
Dang it. That's awesome.
I love it. Oh, you guys are awesome. If you have any other suggestions for a family costume, I'm down too. Greg's the one that said that he would like to see us as the Incredibles. And I was like, that's a good one too. That's a good one. So I don't know. It's gonna be fun. I'll take photos as to which one I wind up in.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna be
But I do like those movies. The Incredibles are really cool.
They were very fun.
Excuse me. So,
Cindy, what are you doing for Mother's Day?
So my kids from Austin are coming over and they'll be here. So, and it's also my granddaughter's like 16th birthday. So that's a very special, for her. So we're combining all that. So we're going to dinner Saturday night, and that's all of us, her included, my granddaughter included. And then on Sunday morning, we're all going out to brunch. But in the afternoon, she's being confirmed at the Catholic Church. So, so we're not going to, so she's leaving us and going to do that. So, but we have a full weekend. We already got our groceries planned. As a matter of fact, I probably have groceries outside right now. I totally forgot they were being delivered at 12 o'clock today. So, so we got goodies and stuff for the kids when they come over, and the grandkids. So, I've kind of skipped over kids and gone to grandchildren now. So they're the ones I take care of. They're the ones I make sure I have their snacks here when they come. So I told my son last night, because we have a family Zoom call, and I'm like, next year, I think I'm just going to run away for Mother's Day. And he goes, we can leave you alone on Mother's Day if you want. And I'm like, oh, no. So then I felt bad, but I love my kids. And this whole thing about COVID and being home and just relaxing all the time has made the idea of getting my house ready for everybody to be here and taking care of all the food and all of that. It's made that not as much fun as it used to be. So I've done my whole life. I planned things and had people over and done all that. So I think I'm going to start taking it easy on Mother's Day. And then we're having a big deal on Memorial Day, because that's going to be the first time our family gets together in person. So we got lots of family stuff coming up. So I love it that I'm friends with my family, but I am especially friends with my granddaughters and grandchildren, grandsons and granddaughters. And I love them. If I could spend the rest of my life with grandchildren, my children can take care of themselves and go have fun together. I want to spend time with my grandchildren.
Speaking of moms, Vola is checking in. I love her.
Hi, Vola. We were talking about you earlier. We were defending you from your daughter.
We tried our best.
Don't get me in trouble. I'll get things.
No, she was saying how she hires you every single week. It's like, why? Why?
It's not every week, Fern. That's being nice. It's every day I fire her. Like I call her every day.
Work.
It's so much fun. You guys, you know it's fun. I told her, I said, Mom, I will get you an Employee of the Month trophy. Just don't look on the bottom when it says runner up, okay? Just don't look on the bottom.
And remember, she wants a parking space with her name.
Well, she deserves a parking space.
She does. She does.
Yes,
We're voting for you all the way, baby.
She has one in her driveway. I'm gonna get her a sign that just.
I'm just gonna say, Vola, if you ever need to quit, amen, just come work for me. I will hire you. I'll treat you well. I'm just saying.
I treat her good. I find her once a day. I could be twice a day. I mean, come on, people. Come on. No, I'm very nice to my mom.
We love you.
Terrible. No.
And your dad, what about your dad? I love your dad. And her dad and mom came up for the Indie Palooza a couple of years ago. Yeah. And so I really got to know them because we spent kind of the whole day together. And that was so much. I really loved your mom and dad. So Amy comes from a great family. So I know they're going to take care of her and she'll take care of them. Mm-hmm. And they're all friends. But we're not going to talk about being friends with your dad. We'll save that for June because I know you and your dad are also great friends as well.
Oh, yeah, we're great friends.
Yeah.
So, yay, think about your family and where they are friends. Because, most of the time when people talk about their family, it's on the negative. Like, oh, I've got to go spend time with my family. Or, oh, here comes family. There's always these negative comments and stuff. But what about being friends with your family, starting with your mom, of course, and your dad, but siblings as well. So I think family can be friends. What do you think? Fern, do you have any brothers and sisters or anything?
I have a brother, and he is a really wonderful friend. I have the urge to murder him on a regular basis, but but we love each other. If there was anything that he needed, I would totally just drop everything and go. And he would do the same. So, but I think it's hard, Sandy. I think it's hard to maintain those relationships as you grow up, because in a way, it's easier to become friends when you're older, but at the same time, it's harder because then you're pulled in different directions because then you have significant others that come into the picture, and you have your own kids that come into your picture, and so families have a tendency to, sort of, but there's always that closeness. I don't know, like, even if you don't see them on a regular basis, when you do see them, you feel that closeness, But I'm very blessed because, all of my family is I live with my mom and dad, they're with me. And my brother and his wife are not far. And so he drops by every once in a while and stuff. So it's really nice. It's really nice.
That is nice. That's a great relationship.
Yeah.
So
Now,
my family's all scattered. I have a brother.
There's police officers walking by, so I don't want to say that I want to murder my brother once in a while, but
that's true.
I'm joking.
No, it's nice to see the costumes out here. Sometimes you don't know if it's a costume or it's for real.
I know. I loved it. And actually, because I'm not a nerd, I don't get involved with Comic Cons and stuff like that much. But so some of the costumes when we saw last year, I didn't even know who they were. Amy had to explain to me who they were. So
there you go, put me on blast again. Sandy, I keep my nerd hidden. No, not really. I let my nerd flag fly. It flies, trust me.
I just remember the last Comic Palooza, I was hunting a predator. I was like trying to take a picture with Predator, and he eluded me. He eluded me the entire time. He would show up at our booth when I wasn't there. I was like, what's going on with this? You know, does he not understand we need a picture with him?
Yeah.
It was just terrible. But I did get lots of awesome pictures with aliens, though. So, I mean, you know,
there you go. I like it. I like it.
Well, now would be a good time to say that we have the person that first created Comic Palooza in Houston.
Oh yeah,
will be our keynote speaker at the Houston Writers Guild conference. So I'm very excited about that and hearing him speak.
And Amy is going to tell us his name.
John.
It's John Simmons.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And do we know any of the people he's going to, the characters he's going to have? Well, he's not with Comic Palooza anymore. He actually sold it. So we have, but they have characters every year, don't they, Fern? Tell about that, how that works.
Yeah, at Comic Palooza, they usually bring in, depending on really what is going on and what is most popular in that moment, they try to bring in some of the different people, actors who have played the characters that are going, like the last Comic Palooza before COVID, we had the Mother of Dragons, Emilia Clarke, you know, from Game of Thrones. She was there. We had Tom Holland, who is the new Spider-Man. He was there, and several others. I mean, they bring in a lot of different amazing talent that you get to meet. I got to meet John Cusack. I did not realize I was not going to be able to talk to the man. Because
you know who I'd love to see would be somebody that Michael B. Jordan. I would love to see him because we just watched him in a Tom Clancy movie just a couple of days ago. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I would love to meet him in person. But usually it's people that are not in the latest movies like right now. They were popular a couple of years ago or something. Is that right?
Oh yeah. Well, and no, I mean they try to bring the most current, you know.
Right.
You know, I really don't know what or who they're going to be able to get big name. There's a lot of reticence to do some of these events still, you know. Although some are ready, you know, some are very ready.
Why is there any hesitation about doing these events?
I think it has to do with the vaccination situation, you know.
Okay. Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, you know, yes, you're vaccinated, you're protected, but as long as there's still people not vaccinated, there's still hosts for mutations for the virus, then is it going to be good for you vaccine wise? We don't know, you know. So, I mean, it is still a challenge. So, but
yeah, and I got that. You know, I wasn't even thinking in that direction. And I was actually reading David Baylog's post. His costume. He's working with his mom and aunt. And he'll be dressed as Mithron, and Mithron is the character in his book that he wrote. So that's awesome. I'm excited about that. And David will be staying with me for the week of Comic Palooza. So I'm excited about that, David. Very excited.
Very nice. Yeah.
And who else is staying with me? Amy, do you remember?
Haley Kilgore.
Oh, Haley, yay. Good. So that's awesome. I was hoping James and Athena would be coming and staying with me, but they're not going to. Are they still not coming, Amy?
Yeah, they're not going to make it. But some of their authors there. It's going to be good.
Good. Okay, so and Ashlyn will be. Ashlyn, are you going to be dressed in costume? You're welcome to stay with me, Ashlyn.
Yeah, that's what she's talking about. She's going to come stay with you.
And that's good. Ashlyn's my granddaughter, so she's very welcome to come stay with me. Mm-hmm. I would love to see you, Ashlyn. So yay! I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have fun during Comic Palooza.
Telling you, your July is gonna be fun.
It is. It
And
is.
packed because we've got multiple things going on in July. Because you got Comic
Oh my
Palooza,
God! I know.
we've got the event with the Texas authors marketing and stuff. So, and here we have a wonderful gentleman who is shopping here at DegaCon, and he was just
Hi.
having some beautiful artwork. Right? What was it? Punisher artwork? Yeah. Yeah.
Oh wow! Wow.
Oh yeah. So this is awesome. We're having a good time here.
So
Nice.
you're so Fern, why don't you tell take a couple of minutes and tell about where you are, because it's still going on the next couple of days.
Oh yeah, DegaCon is over here in Dayton, Texas, in the community center, and it's going to be going through all day tomorrow, and then Sunday from 11 to 4 as well. And they've got movies, they've got some amazing wrestlers that are coming, and I think you can see the screen behind me.
I can see the screen.
Some of the events that they have the Batmobile, a replica, and you can get to sit in it and take a picture.
Oh, good.
Yeah, which and they have laser tag, which I totally had thought about doing, but not in this costume. Or in this costume.
I did a laser tag once a few years ago with my kids, and I had the best time. I had a blast with that. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I love getting out and playing with my kids or grandkids, so we always have fun. Okay, so this has been like, anything else going on with you, Amy, that we want to talk about?
No, I mean, that's it. I mean, we're going to be there. I'm going to have the first Book Lovers Delight box down there with Fern tomorrow.
Do you have one you can show?
I do. Yes. Sorry.
Book Lovers Delight. If you guys haven't heard about it, go to the website, bookloversdelight.com, and find out all about our newest adventure.
It's going to be a lot of fun. But so I have that already. So I'm just gearing up, getting ready to come visit Fern. We're going to get our comic fun on.
Oh, yeah, and we're going to have Rosa out here with some of her artwork. And, she was the illustrator. Hang on. Let me. In the beginnings.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did all the beauty. She took my crazy story about the enchanted library that kills people. And she made it into a beautiful graphic novel. So
I love that. I love graphic novels.
I know, and her artwork is just glorious. And she works with Peanut Butter and Jam on their books, so she'll have some here to sell tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome.
Are they there? Peanut Butter and Jam, are they there?
No, that he is not here, but Rosa will be here tomorrow, and she's bringing some of his books. So we will have his books out here at the Inklings table. So we're very excited to have that.
We met him at the one in the one we went to last year, the Nerd Fest. So that was,
he's just awesome, and his books are just beautiful and funny and heartwarming. So we're very excited that he's going to be he'll be represented by Rosa. And
very good. There's a lot of artists that were at the Nerd Fest, so they come there because anytime you have books that are about different characters and all this, and you need someone that's very tuned into that can do the illustrations for you. I think that's very cool.
Oh yeah.
So very good. Well, Amy, any last words before we let you go and get back to work?
No, I hope everyone has a great Mother's Day. Call your mom, video chat with her, tell her Happy Mother's Day. I can't wait to see Fern tomorrow and get our party on. But no, I mean, other than that, I hope everyone has a fantastic.
I get to go back to work, and this is not really. It's not.
I know.
I love my job.
Fun, yeah.
And I've got a very special friend with me, who came out here with me. I'm gonna show my love, my CJ.
Hi, CJ.
Yeah. So I'm awesome, and then I get to party with Amy and everybody. Oh yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
That sounds like a great weekend, doesn't it?
It is. It's the best weekend.
Yes. And I'm going to have a good weekend with my children and grandchildren. So that'll be fun. So, so everybody have fun this weekend and start, share in pictures and stuff like that so we can share them as well. And we'll be watching. Are you guys planning on doing anything live from there tomorrow or Sunday?
Not likely.
Okay. Oh,
Not likely.
Okay. I was going to say I'll be watching from my phone to say that you're going live, but if you're not.
We might, but with Amy here, it's entirely possible.
We'll be going live.
Okay, I take that back. Definitely, we will be.
And then I want to remind everyone, don't forget that we're doing Social Media Made Easy all month and through the eyes of authors. So if you want to be part of this 1 month, we already had the first week, but it's recorded. So if you want to sign up now, you can get the recording from last week and then be there for the rest of the month. So we're talking about, last week was absolutely, Fern, I know you had to be at the Guild meeting, but the questions were just coming. And of course, Amy was just tackling them head on, and we had a great time. It was a lot of fun. So I can't wait till Monday night again when we do the second week in the series of training on how to do Social Media Made Easy. So I'll see you guys Monday night, but I'll be watching for you online all day, all weekend. So
nice. Bye, everyone.
It was great
Bye,
to see
guys.
you all. It was fun. So have a great weekend.